Hey, what's up, everybody? This is George from All Day EDH. Today we are going to be testing, let's see, some old decks here. Let's do Niv-Mizzet. And that Abrade is not what we want out there, so let's find Niv-Mizzet in our deck. So shuffle deck, draw 7, get rid of this blue bar on the top, and we drew 1 land, 2 land, 2 land, Counterspell, 5 mana card, 3 mana card. I think we want to mull this. I'd like some lands that came in untap. Yeah, this looks better. We got a 40 life. Even though this is a dual deck, we're playing it 1v1 regular EDH, so throw that command tower out there and pass. Plays a Sacred Foundry, untapped, so he's going to take 2 life. His commanders are Rograt, Son of Roga, and Arden Intrepid Archaeologist. I have Niv-Mizzet Reborn. So he played his commander. We're just gonna destroy his Rograk at the end of his turn with Fatal Push. I'll untap, draw a card. And I want to play this Baleful Strix, probably. He doesn't have graveyard stuff. So what do I need? Blue. Play Steam Vents, and then pay 2 life to have it come in untap. Tap 2, play Baleful Strix. This will enter, and I get to draw a card and pass. Plays an Enlightened Tutor at the end of the turn, so he's going to search for an artifact or enchantment, reveal it, and put it on top of his library. And he gets a Soul Ring. He's trying to ramp. Rippity ramp. Plays a mountain. Taps it, plays that Soul Ring he fetched. Taps another red or white mana. He's probably going to play Arden for 3. Yep. So he's got equipment in his hand, or auras. That I'll be able to equip for free. So we'll untap, we'll draw. We drew a Badlands. trying to get to that 5 mana to play Niv-Mizzet. So all we can really do right now is play a land and play Deathrite and pass, right? I believe that's so. So we'll play this Hallowed Fountain tapped, so we don't have to pay the 2 life this turn. Play him. We'll keep Baleful Strix untapped just in case he wants to swing in. We can hit him with Death Touch. His Arden with Death Touch. And they'll both kill each other. Deathrite I haven't used a lot. Whoops. Didn't want to make him think I shook that for a reason. But I get to exile lands from the graveyard by tapping them. Or I can play black and exile sorceries or instants and have the opponent lose 2 and pay green and tap and exile creatures from the graveyard and I gain life. That card's pretty good. Uh-oh. Plays the Sword of Fire and Ice. He's gonna move to combat so he can equip. He'll have protection from red and blue, which makes Baleful Strix not be able to block it. I don't have a response to that. So he's going to be swinging in and drawing cards and doing 2 damage to my creatures and myself probably. Yep, so I'll take 2 from his sword. He gets to draw a card when it deals combat damage to me. Oh yeah, it's 4 commander. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So did he target? Okay, so he's hitting that Baleful Strix with the sword instead of hitting me. So I'll regain 2 life back. Plays a Darksteel Axe, which is indestructible. I'm gonna untap draw. Hopefully it's a card we can play. It's not, it's land. So green, green. Can we play the Escape Shift? So is this card in this deck to just fix our land base or sacrifice? Because we're sacrificing lands, getting them and putting them into play tapped. I don't understand why I would want to use that yet, so we'll just go ahead and pass. Make it look like we have counter spells or removal, but we don't have anything. We have lands and Escape Shift. So he's equipping the Darksteel Axe to Arden. So he'll swing in for 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he'll do 2 more with the Was that at 34? He'll do 2 more with the sword. Whoops. Does that count as commander damage then? I'm gonna ask him. So the extra 2 damage the sword does, not the creature. Makes sense. But next turn we get to play Niv-Mizzet, so red, black, blue, green, white. Play the plateau. So when he enters, reveal the top 10 cards of my library. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards into my hand and the rest on the bottom. So it's just getting a look at the top 10 and getting the color pairs from the different color pairs from the 10. He plays a Relic Seeker, which allows him to search for equipments, put them into his hand. But it needs to deal combat damage to me for renown. Then he'll play Rogrot for 2. So I'm gonna go to my turn, untap. We'll play the plateau for our white mana that we need. Tap everything. And play our commander. So he's gonna enter, shaking him to let him know if he has any response. So we'll draw to play 10 cards. Does it say look or reveal? No, reveal. So there's black, white. Here's Simic. That I can't grab, that I can't grab. This I can. Esper. That I can't. That. It's a land. Yeah, so these all go to the bottom, I believe. And that would be really cool to have those. And we'll put Vindicate, Bring to Light, and Supreme Verdict into our hand. I'll pass. So now we have a blocker. We won't be able to block Arden, but we should be able to destroy him with the Vindicate next turn. So he played a mountain. He's got 7 mana available right now. Let's get organized in our hand. I usually put my lands on the right side. And then order it from lowest casting cost to highest. So that's 4 mana, this is 5 mana. So just like that. So we have a remand that we can't use right now. Let's see, Bring to Light, this is a good card. Search your library for a creature, instant, or sorcery with CMC less than or equal to the number of colors of mana spent to cast Bring to Light. So I can use 5 colors. Exile that card. Creature, instant, or sorcery. So he's gonna swing at with me with the Relic Seeker, so he can search his library, which is a good play. So with Arden equipped for free, so we'll take the 6. I actually like that because then now it's not doing commander damage. He just did that so I couldn't block with Niv-Mizzet. And I'm gonna take 2 more. Niv-Mizzet, this deck usually has more early interaction, but I kept a hand with mostly lands, so but that helps for later game and helps for getting him out. So he's getting the hammer, which adds 10/10 to the creature. So it'd be really nice to have. He doesn't have anything that gives his creatures haste, so I'm down into the territory where one swing with one creature and I'd be dead if I didn't have a blocker. He may be hiding a Lightning Greaves in his hand, so we're gonna untap, draw. Let's see. We have blue mana. We don't really have black. Yeah, we do there. I should wait and add my. See what I'm gonna play before I play that Watery Grave untapped to lose 2 life. Three damage to target creature or player. And I gain 3. So what would I want to hit? His Relic Seeker. It's a 3/3. Arden has protection of blue. Blue and red. Yeah, so I can't use that. But I can use this. To destroy the sword. So 3 mana, black and white, that we'll need. So white and black, or black. Three mana, and then we'll have 3 mana left. Saying he's be right back. I think I want to leave Niv-Mizzet open to block. I could leave 2 mana open for remand to counter his next spell. So destroy that, destroy Arden. After he attacks. Yeah. See, I'm playing ahead a couple turns, so whoops. Did not want to play that. Let's do this tapped. So white, black. Yeah, and then we'll play Lightning Helix. So this will come in tapped. We'll just pass. Organize their land base. This deck's really powerful, especially 1v1, but it is very expensive with the land base. Uses all the dual lands. Not that I'm gonna buy all these in real life. I heard a quote the other day that made me feel better. It wasn't a quote, just somebody saying that players of Magic, competitive players, would rather play the player and not play their wallet. So that made me feel better not having all these expensive cards to play with. And just, proxying cards. Except I hate when people proxy cards and they just write on a little sheet of paper and they slip it in the sleeve with another card. I think that's hard to read and stuff, like other people's handwriting. And sometimes you don't know the card that they're playing, and the name, you can't remember what the card does just by the name of the card. So you gotta look it up and all this. At least have a picture of the card. You go print off the picture of it and put it in the sleeve. That's one of the coolest things about Magic, I think. It's a game played with art, and the art is the method of communication. So he's playing his hammer for 1. What did he tap for that? Oh, Soul Ring for 1. Floated 1. He's tapping 2 mountains. Plays this for 3. Sculpting Steel comes into play as a copy of target artifact. Should we make him play it again? Sure. So we want to leave black, white. Black, white open. So this is going to go back to his hand, hopefully. And we'll be able to draw a card. So it goes back to his hand, we draw. It's an island. So now we'll be able to hit his sword. Oh shit, I didn't think about that. So I can't hit his. I just lost the game. Because this is not an instant. Jeez. So red and white, yep. I should have did it last turn. So that was a mistake that you make in Magic. He's got to go, so can't G2 this. But anyway, that's pretty shitty game. I feel like we gotta do another one to redeem ourselves. So we're back after that first shamble. Draw 7. We'll mull this hand, no land. You really need land with this deck. Niv-Mizzet. He's playing Sithis, Harvest Hand, which is a really good 1v1 deck. Oh yeah, we'll keep this. So what do we do? Play the tap land. We have Mana Tithe that we'd like to counter his first hand, or his first card that he plays with the Tithe. So we'll play Savannah, not think too much and pass. So we got these tap lands in this deck. Bottoming one from all, yes. London Mulligan rules. Especially in 1v1 EDH. I like playing competitive rules. So you can tell this deck hasn't been updated in a while. Is it? I guess I can, but I thought we'd do one free. Maybe not in 1v1 EDH. I know in French you don't get a free mulligan. So maybe in 1v1 regular EDH you don't get a free mulligan either. My bad. Let's see. After I'm telling you guys that I like to play competitively. In reality, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just playing. Playing and recording. Alright, so draw. See, did he draw his first turn? Yes, he did. So first player still draws a card. Where in French, if you're playing first, you don't draw a card. And fuck, I wanted to counter his deal. I'm over here talking. Oh well, we'll let him play his dumb thing. And we'll go and play this on tap. And we'll pass. Now he's going to get card advantage from his guy. Swinging for 1. And we'll counter this. That's card advantage too, so it's good that we counter that now. Oh, my computer's running out of battery. I gotta plug it in quick. Excuse me for a second. And we're back. So I just countered his thing. He passed back to me. We're gonna go ahead and draw. We'll play this tapped and just counter what he has next turn. There's too much thinking going on this game. Sacrifice this card, destroy each artifact, creature, enchantment. Wow, that's a good card that I've never seen before. He swings for 1, take 1. Let's tap in 2. This little snowland forest over there. Just gonna play Fertile Ground to have it produce extra mana. And we'll counter it just for the sake of it. Because it's funny. Nope. Untap, draw. Play a Taiga. Do we destroy that thing? Hell yeah, we do. This is the card we needed last game. So, do we wait to play it? I think we do. And I should have played Deathrite Shaman, but I messed that up. See, I make the mistakes so you guys don't have to make them in your gameplay. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. 4/4. His commander again. No response. Now we want to counter his... What do we do? He's going to be playing enchantments all game. I can destroy it. So, we'll target this guy. So, white, black. Power. I'm going to pay 1 for that. So he doesn't get to draw. So the benefit of not playing Deathrite Shaman last turn. Untap, draw. We didn't hit our land. Bummer. But what we can do is play this guy. Target permanent doesn't untap. 3 damage to any target creature or player. Oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Get your shit out of here. What is this? Is this a card? Is this a magic card? Add a counter. Target his thing. He's gonna be pissed. And we'll pass the turn. Destroy all lands target player controls. Yeah. Let's get up to that one. So he's paying 1 to play Utopia Sprawl in his forest. Come on, draw a land next turn. Come on, draw a land next turn. What is this? Play an additional land on each of your turns, but that land must be a basic forest. Sack to add 2 green. Untap, draw. Damn it. Dovin's Veto. Okay. Target permanent doesn't untap during his permanent. Oh, that's an enchantment. I don't know, I'm feeling this card. And then we'll target his forest, so 1 untapped, I add 2 next turn. We're going to play Deathrite Shaman, and pass. So, that's a cool card. Allows him to ramp forests. My favorite snow-covered plains art. Sacking his guy. Adding 2 green. Cracking his Prismatic Vista. Which will probably exile next turn. If we don't play, well, maybe. If we play Niv-Mizzet, we'll exile land with him. I don't know if his deck does have land play from the graveyard. Whenever you cast an enchantment, gain 1 life, draw a card. So we don't have anything to play on his turn. And it's a land, but a tapped land. Target permanent doesn't untap. Choose that land again. CMC X or less. Artifact, creature, and enchantment. Target. I don't know how I'll get that back. Whatever, we'll do the land. CMC X or less. 3. Even though he didn't need to do all those. CMC 2. Yep, 2's the highest he's got up. And shit, I should have did that on his turn. Well. On to shake both things that we want gone and pass. And we didn't even leave play the graveyard. Didn't I do that? No, I did not. So I'm just making a whole heap of mistakes this game. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. Even though we only got 1 card in hand. He didn't play anything. Untap, draw. Start target creature. So now, whoa. So target permanent does it untap during his next untap step. We'll do his Savannah. Tap 5. Let's see, red, white, blue, black, green. Bring out the big boy here. 10 to play. Green, white, land, red. Oh, come on, electrolyze. Alright, nice. Blue, red. Shit. So these all go to the bottom. We got 2 cards out of that. Sometimes that happens. Still feeling good. Pass. Attempt to put these in our hand. Here we go. Is he not? What has he got? Land destruction in his hand? He's just waiting to wipe my lands or what? Target permanent doesn't untap. Choose his thing. Swing in for 6 commander. Then we will play this guy. Colorless. Black. Did we leave blue, white open? White, blue. Yes, we did. Play this guy. When it enters, destroy target artifact enchantment. We'll put 2 counters. Show them that counters are going on and pass. What a regal looking cat. Oh, his commander costs 7 now. Let's see. Nice. Counter target spell. Yeah, we'll do that. Says well played. If you only knew the mistakes that I was making this game. Hey, we redeemed ourselves. He conceded. Even though he had cards in hand, he conceded. Wow. Well, thanks for watching. I feel like we redeemed ourselves that game. We'll see you next time. Peace.